out recently, so it feels like -6 degrees. Good morning and welcome to day 3 of Oslo. I'm not sure what day of the whole Scandinavia trip this day is. We're back at acclompished. We're going on a cruise today. We managed to get tickets. There's only 15 tickets left when we booked. Alright, we're on board the cruise now. It's freezing because the wind is in our face, but it's pretty cool. Our cruise literally goes around all the fjords, does the sightseeing, and it also goes to the peninsula, the big door peninsula where we were the other day with all the museums. Quite a cool thing to do. Take photos of the fjord. You can check them out at How Nice and Travel. It is freezing cold, and it's only going to get colder, so I'm going to get used to this before it gets any worse. But nah, the views here are breathtaking. I'm only like 50 minutes into the tour. We've got like 2 hours of this, so it's just in most of the islands of the fjord. But yeah, I can now understand why so many people want to come to Norway. Little small houses here. They're all small bathing houses where back in the day you couldn't swim in like bikinis or swimsuits, so you had to go into one of these bathing houses. The views are incredible. It's probably the best thing we've done in Oslo or Norway so far. So glad we did it.
There you go, enjoy.
Alright, because it's so cold, we've got another hot chocolate. We've got another hot chocolate, practically living on them at this point. The only thing that can warm us up. It's just so peaceful. And yeah, all you can hear is just nature, like the birds and stuff, and me vlogging of course. It honestly feels like something out of a movie. Going well so far. Literally, there's like sea shanty music going on in the background. It literally feels like something out of a video game. Like, I don't know if you played a game called Sea of Thieves, but it feels a bit like that. We're going through the like fjords of Norway with like music in the background. Such a cool experience. In the background over there, that is the Big Door Peninsula, and that's where we went on the first day to all the museums, and that's where we went to that Fram Museum, the Aldi Museum, and that Constantine Museum. It's going now, but definitely would recommend if you have in Oslo. I'd 100% do this. Right, we are off the cruise now, and that was definitely the best thing we've done in Oslo. So good. Got to see the whole of the fjord, all these small islands. Definitely would recommend. For our very last minute in Oslo, come to a small little cafe. Got us himself ham and cheese sandwich and 2 cookies. Quite excited to see what the outer circle's like, but it's going to be very cold. It's currently snowing there and like 1 degree, so it's going to be interesting. So just finished lunch and we're walking through the gardens. Literally back at the hotel now. Going to catch this flight to Tromsø. It's a 2-hour flight. Just to put that into perspective, from Copenhagen to Oslo it was only an hour. It just shows how far north we're going. 2 hours, the very most northernmost city in the world. Which is quite a cool thing to say because not many people can say they've been to the northernmost city in the world. And it got me thinking, like, because I can say I've been to the northernmost city in the world, the only next thing that you can do is go to the southernmost city in the world. And I think it's in Argentina. That's going to be a life mission now, because I wonder how many people have been to the northernmost and southernmost cities in the world. And the mission there, hopefully, is to see the Northern Lights. That would be the ideal scenario, because apparently it's one of the best places in the world to see the Northern Lights. But yeah, there's no guarantee. We just got to hope that we do see them. Yeah, we're back at the hotel now. I'm going to get ready for our 4th flight, I think this is. 3rd or 4th flight. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Always been a dream of mine to go to Tromsø. We're finally doing it.
Hey.
Alright, we're back at the airport for another time. And we're coming back again in 3 days. So we've been in Oslo airport 3 times in 2 days. 3 days or something crazy. It'll be pitch black and it will be snowing when we get there, so that'll be fun. Landed in Tromsø. The thing is 1 degree. It's raining or snowing outside, we're not really sure. But surprisingly the flight was completely full and the airport is like really full. A very popular destination to come to this time of year. So we're hoping we see the Northern Lights, but there's no promises. The mission Northern Lights has started now. Literally, if you look on the map, we are here in the Arctic Circle, the northernmost city in the world. Walked a bit out here, and even like the seconds we were out, it was freezing with the wind. Have the Northern Lights been out recently? You can see.
Yeah, it was possible today, for example.
Oh, wow. What was the last time you saw the lights?
Many times last week.
Just have a look at that there. Currently, it says feels like -6 degrees. That's how cold it is right now. Alright, we made it to the hotel. It's the same hotel chain as we were in Oslo, Radisson Blu, but in the middle of the Arctic Circle. I think it is the only hotel in the city. We just had to drive for some questions about the Northern Lights. Apparently they're there all night, but the weather right now is just too cloudy, and it's raining, which is not ideal. So we're gonna have to wait until we get a clear day around here the next night. So we've only got 2 opportunities to see them, and the first one hasn't worked out. Got to stay positive, got to stay optimistic. We just have to affirm that we can't see them right now. Never been in this cold ever before, never been this north before. I mean, not what people have in the world. It is literally the northernmost city in the world. Right, unfortunately, the Arctic barbecue didn't have reindeer. They only had brisket burgers. So we've come to another restaurant which looks, if not nicer. It's a pasta restaurant. Right, so we just had dinner. We had some Italian. It's actually really nice. We had a pizza and pasta. And then the place didn't do reindeer burgers, but tomorrow we're going to look for, maybe for lunch, we'll try to find some reindeer. But from the videos I've watched, it's very hard to see them in Tromsø because of light pollution. It's not dark enough here. So hopefully when we go further out, it'll be more dark, and we'll be able to see them tomorrow night. So far, the vibes of Tromsø is very, very small compared to Oslo and Copenhagen. Only 80,000 population. Head back to the hotel, and it's just going to be a quiet night. Just put some telly on and watch movies.